Welcome back to Foundation version 1. If you missed any of the previous episodes, don't hesitate to check in the video description below because we've already done a lot, as you can see. In the last episode in particular, we even created some high density housing over here and also over there. They are very dense, you can see very compact. Some of them, are basic quality, some of them are medium, some of them are high. So that's also really cool. And we have also already made a lot of progress on our monastery. Our monastery over here is basically an endgame monastery. It's missing just a huge cathedral. But I'm not gonna put it in the monastery. We're going to put it in our new city that we're gonna build on this hill. Alright? At the end of the last episode, we built this magnificent fortification, right? Heavy fortification all over this mountain. That is, the key place where there's a lot of resource. We have some quartz over here, for example. We have some gold on this side. So today we're going to build a city. We are almost done cutting all of the trees. So then we can start building the city. I think we're gonna have the castle over here. We're gonna have the cathedral on this side, and we're gonna have houses over there. So that's the goal of this, is definitely to be like a major city market, right? If you have this, it may well be that you don't even need any other markets. Definitely don't need a market over here. You probably don't even need a market if you have a city there, etc. Now, I do think that my other cities are pretty far. Like this one here could be fine, but the one over here is really far. So I'm not going to delete those markets. But I know some people who say, you just need one of these and you'll be fine. And then, given that we have unlocked this top cathedral over here, right, I have started to build one for my city over here. Now, I think we should try to move everything back, right, because we just saw this was a bit in range of the houses. Okay, maybe even slightly more. By the way, if you don't know, you can move everything at once. You just double click on it and then you can move everything at once. So that feels okay. Oh, I was wondering, wait, no, actually, I think we're gonna do it like this. Because this is gonna be the main road. Main road here, then it's gonna go behind, and then you're gonna have the castle here. So putting it a bit like this on the side, the only thing is now I probably need to arrange some of these a bit differently because of the elevation. Okay, but yeah, that's the idea. Look at this magnificent one, putting gold cross on top and a couple of other things. I haven't put a lot of decorations, but yeah, there is a very nice entrance over here. Now, the elevation is making it slightly strange, actually. So I think we do need to change it slightly. I mean, I love that, by the way, the building adapts to the elevation, just saying it's making the entrance there slightly strange. But yeah, we have now, with this, a huge cathedral, right? We're talking about 300 people can go there. So that will be definitely efficient. And yeah, ladies and gents, that's the progress so far. So let's continue moving forward. And while the castle is being built, because that's taking a lot of time, I worked a bit on my monastery. You can see the monastery has expanded over here, and the wall too. We have a couple of new things. First of all, we have definitely a lot more trees, right? On this side. On this side, I haven't put them yet, but on that side, there's a lot more trees. And there is also, in many buildings, those cute, small little fontaine. You can see a fontaine here, fontaine. I think my people, they want to be able to drink and wash their face and all of this. But with that, we have reached the 300 plus of clergy splendor, and thus we have been able to unlock, everything. The wine, but also the monastic abbatial church, basically big cathedral. And so yeah, I've built a couple of those things. Here you can see this is the vineyard, 3 monks with the field right over here. It's good to see that, the grapes are growing slowly but surely. And we then put it into the winery, right? Taking 10 grapes and 1 barrel to make 5 wine. I am not making yet barrels, but I've bought a couple so that, you know, we can start making a bit of wine. I have also put another small monk's dorm over here because I was getting full on this one. Actually, there is one space, but to be honest, I don't really need it. And yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. Then, as I said, you know, we're starting to build over here. As you can see, there are some things already built, some things in progress also over here. So let me explain a bit. I mean, first of all, it's not like you can just move all of your population here. We need to wait for new people to come. Here it is, a couple of new people, great. And if you also have, by the way, too much of unemployment, people will not come, right? So you need to make sure that you provide also actual work to your people. Then in terms of the houses, what I did is I placed the smaller size needed for houses. You can see each house basically fits into one of these. The way you do this is, you know, you're going to press Control and your middle mouse, and you're going to go all the way down to the minimum, and then you're going to go slowly back up, counting 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I find that with 10, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. With 11, I find it always works. Right, and that's going to create each time, you know, a house basically. Right, so I put a couple over here at the bottom, like I said. This is gonna have to move, by the way. And that's not enough though, right? Because this is pretty far from the forest. I have forest, you know, on this side. I have forest also over here, and also pretty far from the water. So what I decided is also to build a very small village at the bottom of the hill. You know, this is gonna be my farmers basically, right? I'm not gonna have tons of commoners. I'm not gonna put any citizens over here, right? But I'm doing the basic of food. So we have, for example, 3 of these gathering huts. We have also a number of fishing huts. Right now 3, maybe we'll put a few more. And I just started now also doing hunter's hut, right? To get me some meat or some boars that then we can transform into meat into the butchery. These houses, as you can see, are medium density. I may get them to heavy, we'll see at some point, but definitely I'll get them to medium. This way, you know, we get 6 in each of them, right? And that is enough for many of those productions over here. We have actually 5 unemployed, so we can check where they are. They are actually all over here. So that's fine. They're gonna be able, you know, to walk into those buildings here as soon as they're built. You do need, you know, a patrol, right? So that's why we have over here a small watch post. And we could also put actually some of these guys here. But first, yeah, I think we're gonna get them into food. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to also do, you know, cheese, if I'm going to do clothes, or if I'm going to do bread. But yeah, we're gonna do a bit more over here. Then there are some people that started to create houses over here. You know, you don't really decide where they're gonna create their house. This first started over here. So I said, okay, for these people here, they're probably gonna work at the bottom over there, right? If then I have a couple of houses that create here, I'll probably start putting some workers on this side. And then for the one that are in the middle, I'm probably going to start using them into this, which is a completely new building. I'll explain in a second. But first, let me show you indeed a first actual mine, right? It's not a mining camp, it's an actual mine that you put on these big deposits, right, over here. So here it is. The way it works is basically you click on it, right? Then you click on edit the building, and you will see 4 things. You have first the quarry, the actual mine. You can usually put 1 or 2. Then you have the crane. This will be able, you know, to store more resources, right? Then you have the cart also to store more, and then you have a decoration. And that was the same on this side, right? As you can see, if we go over here, I had 2 of these quarries. I had 2 of these cranes. 5 of these cards, you can see them here, 2 there, 3 there, and I didn't put, you know, the decoration. But yeah, with this we basically have 4 people working, so they are making quite a lot, of course, of iron, right? and we have a good storage, 250. One thing to note while we're here, by the way, is there is 100 coins that are stored over here out of 100. So this is good in the sense that I'm making taxes thanks to this edit of no, not this, sorry, thanks to this one over here, right? But it's not good because it's 100 out of 100, meaning, you know, it's full, we're not getting new ones, nobody's picking it up. This is because I don't have, what is it called? A tax office anywhere close, right? These guys are way too far to go all the way there. Even there, we can check on the houses. Yeah, this is full too. So we definitely need a small tax office over here, and then we'll need one for sure also over here. Maybe even two, maybe one on this side and one on that side. So let's actually do that quickly while we're together. We can add here a small tax office. It doesn't have to be that big, right? This is a very small place. But let's see, so this should be fine. We can try to put it maybe on this side. Okay, it does need a door, right? Any door will do. Done. I am going to move it slightly back to make sure they can walk. And yeah, that should be enough, hopefully, for one tax collector. No, this is not. Maybe, oh, that's pretty ugly, but okay. Let's do this. That's giving me, by the way, a bit also of labor splendor. We're not at 300 yet of labor splendor, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, anyway, then let's move to the actual castle there. Let's see what we've started. So we built this one over here. This is the market hall, right? You may remember we unlocked this in one of the previous episodes. You can find it into your monument, I think. Yeah, here it is, city market. And there's only one thing, it's a market hall, but you do have two different buildings. There's a market hall city square and a market hall storehouse. And then you have all of the stools. In this case, only two. I haven't unlocked the third one, but you may see a third one. And then a lot of decorations, right? I haven't put decorations, but this is probably, you know, putting a couple of decorations there will get us to the 300. The way I did it is, and by the way, I was pretty proud of it, I think it looks good, is I put a couple of these, two to be precise, on the side, and then three of these, one here, one there, one there. Then I started putting, you know, those food stalls on each side. You can see, all right, there's there, also in the middle. You could also, if you wanted, start putting them, you know, anywhere, right? Random places. Doesn't have to be exactly on it. But you know, if you do want to, it will snap for sure, right? I didn't put any in the back because I'm actually not really planning to have people in the back, right? I'm planning to have people in the front. But yeah, that's fine. By the way, clearly this one is not gonna work unless I move it slightly back. Maybe we take actually this one out, and this is where we can put water, because I actually haven't put water yet. Right? So let's go. We can put one where, and we'll see. Okay. So anyway, that's that's the market hall, right? And the good thing with the market hall is you can have tons of transporters. Look at the amount of transporter I can have, and they will bring basically all of the resources from anywhere and bring them here. You can have also obviously as many market tender as you've put stores, right? And that means you can assign tons of resources, right? There's tons of reserves here, both to store and also then to deliver, right, to give to my people. And just like that, we're gonna cross the 500 people. Look at this is crazy. We have now 345 sir, 82 commoners, 9 citizens, 9 militiamen. Oh, one of my militiamen died because I had 10. 35 novices, 11 brothers, 9 sisters. And yeah, we have over here this population above 500. Over 500 villagers now call your city home. A remarkable achievement. You've created a vibrant community that stands proudly among the realm's greatest. The future holds much promises and adventure for everyone. And you know, we've been able to do this while maintaining a crazy positive balance of money, right? Thanks to trade and taxes. We have also tons of resources of pretty much everything. So I think we can say we are doing well. We're doing well. But you may be wondering what's happening with our castle. Well, our castle is definitely growing too. Let me show you. No, that's the wrong place, sorry. So the city at the bottom, right? It's basically finished. There's just a couple of small things that are still under constructions. You can see one of these houses over here. It's upgrading to medium quality, but it's already at the heavy density. All of them are actually at the heavy density. I'm building a couple of other buildings like a fisherman's hut over here and a gathering hut because I have a couple of unemployed people over here. But apart from that, yeah, it's a pretty good mini city that is mainly making food, right? We have a lot of fish, we have a lot of berries, and as you can see, we have a lot of meat there, including one that's full. Okay, that's not often that you're full on boars. That's interesting. So yes, we have also the meat production there, and last but not least, we have actually 3 dairy farms that are fully staffed and adequate size of course, right? One on this side, 2 on that side, with 2 cheese makers. So we're also making cheese. I have added, as I said earlier, also the right kind of buildings to make sure this works well. We have a small watch post and a small tax office. This way, this is giving us a good money. Actually, we can check it. Let's do right click and we can see that all of these houses, right, they barely have any money, meaning the tax collector is coming and taking them on. We have also started to construct over here some new production. This is for the gold, right? You can see gold. We have those 2. This is actually working 100% for surf. And this one just finished building. Oh no, he's not finished actually. Sorry, my bad. It's not even finished building. So yeah, it's gonna take us a second before this is done. And then if we move to the actual castle, there's also a lot more. You can see more and more houses that are coming, right? Already at the high density too, even if most of them are pretty much empty. So there's definitely a lot more than 500 people that can live over here. There's also still quite a few places, right? One here and quite a few on this side. So we have that space and we have started also to provide them with some of the basics. We have, for example, the market here, right? We can see some berries. So there's a couple of transporter. I have assigned also a couple of these market ladies, right? Market tender. We have the storage. You can see we have fish and berries already. I just assigned some people, so I think it's gonna take a minute before we get a lot of resources. And we have the market stalls, right? With berries and cheese so far. And some consumption that has started. We have the water just in front, and then just behind it, we have first the inn, right? The public lounge, with also some taverns. Actually, there is 2, one on each side. So we have 2 taverner, right? Having some berry brew, selling some berry brew. And then this building leads into another. And this building is a treasury, but also a watch post and also a tax office. So we have all of them together, and I try to do something organic, but still pretty cool with the road going in the middle there. And then, this one goes into that one, etc. So yeah, the city is slowly but surely growing. We haven't started over here the cathedral, because that's gonna cost a lot. Look at this. 500 stone, more, almost 600 polished stone, and so much of everything else, including also a couple of sculptures, right? So we're gonna need to make sculptures, like I said, like I showed you before. And then last but not least, on this side, we have also started the production of iron that goes, with some coal on this side into this iron smelter, right, to make some iron bars, which are pretty useful. We never have enough. They're gonna be, by the way, delivered over here. I did find also a couple of gems into this iron deposit. Don't ask me how, but yeah, they were there. They were there. The castle is far from finished, but we have put a lot of good foundation. First of all, we have the wall. We also have the food town, right, to bring food into the city. We have started to have quite a few houses, so now it's really about getting people to join the town. We've also finished basically the clergy path, right? We've unlocked everything. We've actually built all of them, except the actual cathedral that we need to build now. There is still a couple of things in the labor and kingdom that we need to unlock in the next episode. We also still need to actually make some jewelry, right? We started to make gold bars, but not jewelry. We haven't made the barrels. We also haven't started this research here that unlocks glass out of quartz and also the stained glass in your workshop. So I hope you're excited for this in the next episode. Now those episodes are starting to take us quite a bit of time, but I'm still happy with the progress. I think we're doing well, and honestly, the city is looking so good. I love how organic it is, and at the same time how well organized I feel it is. So smash like button, tell me if you have any thoughts, comments, if you want your name in one of those villages. See you next time.